Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's raining. Zombies over there. Don't have any arrows. Check this out. So this is the track. It's looking pretty good. Now, in the meantime, I've been off mining, getting some resources together because I'm going to build a stable slash bedding something in here. But I think the problem I have is I've run out of space, and I'm going to have to dig this mountain out because the thing I want to build here will not fit without taking it down. So I'm going to have to remove all this. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go down and show you what I've been gathering. So I've been spelunking, and this is the stuff I've been getting from the nether, which is kind of nice. Had to go get some diorite and some polished diorite. So basically I dug straight down. There's a little gap down here. Underneath here I went down spelunking and grabbed some from there. Grabbed a few other resources from chests lying around. So yeah, we're pretty good. I mean, I need some wood, but I need a lot of oak. So I need to go grab some of that. But yeah, so what was I going to do? Oh yeah, remove that. Oh, and there we go. There, that's looking better. So I've made the area a little bit bigger, and I've flattened it out, taken that hill down. I've also been growing trees, so I've been harvesting wood and things because I need some of this dark oak for a bit of for this next bit of the project, building this house. Well, the stable slash betting rooms. I don't even know what to call them. Oh, hiya, parrot. This is the building part. So I have to clear out these trees, but we need to start laying this out. So we're going to go, if we call this a center block, which isn't centered to anything, and go 19 blocks that way and 19 blocks that way, that's going to be the size of our build. Polished diorite. Oh, this stuff is horrible to build with. Right. So assuming this is our center block, should be using my axe for that. There we go. Here is the first block laid. Now I've been playing around with these strip logs. This is dark oak. This is the reason why I grew these, is to, actually I don't want this to grow right here. I want this to be like dirt on the ground. Yeah, it's all hollow underneath there. That's that is true. A couple underneath there would be great. So if I get the dark oak and sort of lay it down this way and then strip it, it kind of looks a bit like mud. And then I want to kind of do this kind of thing in between it, just to sort of make it look a little bit different. I don't really know how it's going to look, to be fair, because I haven't done this before. I kind of want to just change the orientation of it all. So that's going to be kind of like the front. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. Then the next step will be to put the roof on, and then that'll give us sort of like the shape, and then we have to do the interior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out the outside of this first. Oh, I've done this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Yep. Well, that's got to go there, and then that's got to go one more over. Yeah, so that's kind of like the outline of the frontage of the building. It's quite large, and it just fits on this area, only just. So that's kind of all right. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit imposing, but I guess it's kind of okay, since this will be the only building around here, I guess. So yeah, we'll keep going, see how it goes. Yeah, I've been at this for a while now, but I'll tell you what, I'm really liking it. There's still a lot to finish, but you know, this is the outside shape, and I'm just going to quickly go take a look at it, because I think it looks great. I like the actual dark, that dark brick. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm going to take the torches off the top. I'm going to put carpet up there so nothing spawns, and that'll be good. And yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's pretty good, actually. It fits pretty nicely on this patch of land. Yeah, I reckon it's good. Alright, so I've been working on that for a bit now, quite a long time, and let's have a look at it, what it looks like. And yeah, I am super happy with that. That looks cool. That looks really great. I like the dark color on the roof. That's pretty cool. I'm going to replace those torches on the top there with carpet, and that'll stop mobs from spawning and get rid of those lights. So I guess the next step is to do some more redstone. Yeah. Okay, so I have been mucking around in creative trying to work out how to do this. Sort of variable horse launching system. I've got something. I'm not overly happy with it. It's too noisy, but for now it's going to have to do. I also had to change a few things down here. Yeah. So I've loaded all this down by 1, and that's good. Now, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in. I might have to move everything back. That's okay. We can do that. Also, I've labelled these signs here. These are the timings. So we've got 3 ticks of delay, 5 ticks of delay, and 9 ticks of delay. And that is something that I thought should be the case. So we're doing that kind of with all these repeaters here. That sets the horses up to win at the same time. Now, there is still variations when they actually win, but let's see. Technically, they should all finish at the same time. Yeah, that has to be really close. So that's pretty much it. So I've got the timings exactly right. So the next step really is to build the system which sort of stops the horse from launching at the same time. So yeah, it's a variable delay, and since all these horses are going to be launched, you know, all basically the timing's set so that we've got 3 ticks, 5 and 9. So anywhere from this redstone onwards, we can put like out a little delay circuit. So each horse has the ability to be delayed for launch. Does it make sense? Not really. So how this is going to work is we're going to have I got any stuff on me to do this? Let's see. We're going to grab quickly a dropper. Yep, that. We need some comparators. Check. Space, man, it's so much junk. Randomization. So we're going to randomize these horses. So what we do is grab a dropper. Yeah. And place that down. Hopper into that. Comparator down there. And then we put out 2 lines of redstone dust. Now what happens is, depending on what item is in here, it'll put out a certain strength. So if we put in a iron shovel, that's going to put out two lines of strength, and a single block is going to put out 1. So if we put something in here, like cobble, we put our button on the side, push it. Right, so that means a shovel went in there. That means 1 item went in there. Shovel went in there. Basically, what that's going to do is randomize the start of the horse, right? I want to make this fair when we are racing these horses. We don't know who's actually going to win. At the moment, it's way too close, and there's no way we can actually determine which horse came first. It comes down to the timing of and Minecraft code of how these enter in this this row of hoppers and then into this chest. So we can't really predict who's going to win. But if we do this and randomize the start of each horse, then we have a chance of determining a winner, right? So still all the horses are going to launch at the same time. That's what these timers are for. Then it's going to go through a randomizer, and the randomizer is going to determine when the horse is going to launch exactly. So once the shovel puts out 2 power strength, then it'll launch our horse. Right, got it? Good. Okay, so I guess we should just build this. So we're going to have this as our input source block. That's going to be what we input the signal into. I'm still going to need some redstone up there, but I'm going to remove all this, and I need to take out this block. Right, that's going to go into our dropper. So we're going to put a dropper there, and then a hopper that goes into that. We're going to put some items in there, so I guess I should really just flog that. That's going to go into another solid block here, and then underneath here, this is where it's going to start to get a little bit tricky. We've got to go down quite a bit, so let's see. I need to place a hopper clock in here. So that's just two hoppers facing each other, right? Yep. And then in that, we're going to place an item, and that item's going to go backwards and forwards forever. And we'll make it so it doesn't do that. So we don't want that happening on the server. All right. And just for the sake of things, I'm going to put a button on the side here, and this is going to be our test button. That'll do. It's going to be a bits of pieces, and then in a solid block there, and 2 bits of redstone dust, and that's 1 and 2, and that is where we're going to put our redstone torch, how we had them before, so it will power that. Oh, actually, no, we're not going to do that. Nope. It might have to be something like this, so that redstone powers that block and powers that piston. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Hopefully that works. So underneath this block here, I'm going to put a regular piston facing towards me, and that's going to be pushing a redstone block. So like that. When the signal gets its strength 2, it's going to push this piston, and it's going to lock this hopper here. So we need a redstone block. So the redstone block goes there. Yep. And then we're going to, so when it gets to 2 power, it'll push that piston, push the block over, and it will stay here and lock this hopper. And that'll start the hopper clock. So we're going to put another piston there to push it back. So eventually we're going to push that back. So I need to just dig some more of this out. But then we need to have a signal coming out of this hopper here, because we're going to use that to re-trigger this whole system. So we're going to have a block there and a comparator coming out. And that's going to go there. So at the moment that's going on and off. This is actually going to be, it should trigger it. So then we're going to put another block here, and then a repeater going into that block. And as you can see, it reset the system. So once the shovel did 2 power strong, it pushed that block over here. So that's fine, it turned off. So everything's fine. Oh, good, so good. Now we have to trigger this piston to start with. So this piston has to open up this red block. It has to push the red block over here. That's so the system can run. Otherwise, it'll stay locked forever. So underneath this block, we're going to drop another block down here, and then put another piece of redstone dust on top of that, like this. And then I just want to change the stone to cobble, because then I know that something's here. Right, we're going to put some more cobble there. We're going to put a repeater coming out of there, and then another one set to 3 ticks of delay. Yep. And then that's going to go into another solid block, and that's it. That's the system. So when we trigger this, there we go. So that did a random start. It might not have seemed like anything to you, but it definitely worked. So how it works is, when this redstone block is out of the way, this hopper clock will just keep going, and it'll keep re-triggering the system until it gets a power level of 2 out of here, and it'll shut it all off. That's pretty much the whole thing, and it fits in there just nicely. So I can put this back in. Right. So then when this turns off and on, it should trigger that system. Oh, we got a problem there. I can't have it like this. This was for the other thing. So I'm going to have to do this. That can't stay powered. It can't stay on. So when the system launches this horse, it'll power all this circuit, and it'll do that. Right, and it'll keep. Did that actually launch the horse? Oh yeah, it did. Must have. Huh. Oh, that's got to power that block. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, it's a problem here. So I've got to power this block. Oh, I'm going to have to move it all. Oh dear. Okay, here's the problem. I have to build all this in reverse. So basically, we've got to rip all this out and try again. I have to move everything now. So kind of want to keep this as it is, how it was. So we're gonna have to do something like this and have our output from this machine going into this block here instead of going straight into that block there. So I have to demolish all of this, drop it down, and I mean I might have to drop this down. I might be okay. I might be able to move that without having to do anything with that. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to have this piece of redstone here going into that block. So I've got to drop it down, all of it. That's not too bad. It's going to be okay. It was just take me a second. Oh, well, that took a little bit more than expected. Yeah, so I had to move these again. I had to drop this down. Oh boy, and bring it back. So yeah, we're pretty tight now. We've still got all the correct timings, so that's still 9. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9. The timing should still be good. We've got our randomizer in here, and I've had to stack these torches up here. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I'm gonna have to do this for all of them now, and then just see pretty much how the race is gonna play out. Because yeah, if it doesn't work great, then we're gonna have to redo this whole system here. All right. Anyway, so the other problem I had was I had to put this on full delay. The redstone torches were going on and off too quickly, so the horse wouldn't actually launch. So if we do this now... Did it launch? Oh, I don't think it launched. So there's a problem I've got. That means I'm going to have to move it back another block. Yeah, it didn't launch. So technically, it should still launch from this button. We'll have to wait a while though. Okay, that time it went. Could we use that as false starts? Horse not finishing the race or not starting? I don't know. That doesn't seem to be fair to me. So I'm going to have to move it back another block, everything. And then put another repeater in there just to make sure that that has enough time to launch. Wow, okay. This is getting more complicated. All right, yeah, I had to come up above ground because this was getting a bit too crazy. All right, so I've got this working now. There were a bunch of problems and issues to overcome. Let's go down and just quickly take a look at what happened. Yeah, moo. All right, so this might have changed a little bit, but yeah, this is what I've done. I have got everything in. I need to go around the other side just to show you the signs I've put up. Uh-oh, I'm kind of stuck here. Yeah. Here it is. All right, so the trouble we were having before was the pulse which is coming out through these torches wasn't staying on long enough and the horses would not launch. And that would happen sometimes, but not all the time. So I had to add in a pulse extender. So this works with these comparators, and these comparators sort of bleed the signal away. So the strength will gradually decrease and then turn off. So that's that. And then what we've got is our randomizer. So the randomizer was correct. It was working fine. Didn't have to do anything else to that. And what else do we have? Yeah, and just still the timings are exactly the same. Now inside the randomizer we have 3 items, a dirt block, a stone pickaxe, and some white terracotta. It doesn't matter what they are as long as one item can't be stackable and the others aren't the same type of block. So that kind of works. We've got a 1 in 3 chance now of launching a horse. So that's pretty much that. And the system which drops the wool is still the same. I've added these hoppers that go all the way around to there. And we need to work on a system which slows down the speed of the items traveling through the hoppers so that we can process them later on the other side there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's just go back up and I'm going to show you the button because I have a button at the moment. That's what we're doing to test this. So the button is up here through these doors. Here it is, the button. So yeah, we can now test this out. Right now it's deciding whether or not they can launch the first horse. Okay, that got delayed. Second horse is off. Third horse is also being delayed, so there we go. It looks like the middle horse is going to win this race, followed by the outside horse, and the inside horse is going to be terribly last. So that's how this works now. I have also tested this many times, and what happens is that if... oh, they both came in at the same time. If we... there we go. If we do this enough, what can happen is that we can actually get the horses launching at the correct times, and they'll both have, like, all three of them have a photo finish, which is good. So we've got this great variation now, and we don't actually know which horse is going to win. Technically, it could be anyone, right? So this is what the whole thing is about. Next, we get to build the betting system, which is going to be a little bit more difficult than this. So yeah, anyway, it's just a couple more times. I'm just quite interested. This is really good. I'm actually really happy how this has turned out now. I had a bit of stress with this before. I rebuilt that thing down there so many times, it was ridiculous. I don't want to record it anymore because it's getting a bit down. But anyway, here we go. Who's going to win this race? Don't know. Middle horse. Oh, it's a tie. Right, so when we get a tie like that, it'll depend on the way the wool is dispensed, and it'll give us a winner, a concrete winner, like a photo finish. Yeah. Looks like outside horse is going to win this one. No, inside horse. This is what's good about this. It's so random now that it's really hard to tell. Middle horse. Oh, there's going to come at the same time? No. Outside horse lost. See, there you go. So betting on these horses is going to be fun. You just don't know anymore. And this is the whole purpose of this particular redstone contraption down here, is to fool us into a false sense of who's going to win. Yeah. Oh, that horse got really delayed. See ya. Okay, so I want to take a little break from this for a bit. I want to go and get some hay. I need some hay bales for my project here. What was the other thing I needed? Oh, some water and some cauldrons. Yeah, I got to go on a mission to collect some of that stuff. Also really need to build some stairs up here. I know I've been saying this for like 100 years, but it needs to be done. Yeah, let's go do this hay. We're going to go to the village, the village farm, which has no villages. Oh dear, these projects are taking far too long. To grab some hay from there and make some bales, and then we'll replant and just decorate our stables a little bit with some hay. Alright, there we go. A bit of hay in there. Got a few more blocks to put around the place. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, nice little detail. You have to lead a horse to drink. Every horse needs to drink, so we are going to put something in here to allow our horses to, you guessed it, drink. I reckon some cauldrons full of water. Looks alright. Yeah. Maybe some signs. We've got some of those. Ooh, here we go. Put those around the outside. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I can. Nice. And we need to tie the horses up, so I guess... Ooh, we're going to have to make some more of these. Oh, a bit close to that tree. Need to do something like this. Yeah? Oh, this will be alright. Just one more, and we can tie horses up to those. That'll be alright. That's good. Alright. One more fence post. One more fence post. Job done. A place to lead a horse to drink. That's good. The place is taking shape. I've put the bales of hay in here and a few chains just to sort of make the place look a bit weird. Varnish. Looks good. So, yeah, we can keep working on this area as we do. And make it more pretty if we can. I'm not really a builder, but I think this has turned out all right. So there we go. So yeah, we've got our horses, variable rate start and finish, which is great. Like I said, a bit of stress, but now it's working. That's all good. So yeah, I guess the next step is to work on the bedding system over there. Yeah, I might actually have to do that in another episode. This is becoming quite a long episode. So I'm not sure what to do there. I'll have a think about it. I might end this episode pretty quickly. There we go. Perfect race. Oh, hello, horse. I have an apple. Hello, horse. I have an apple. Come with me. All right, horses, I found you some water. Have some drink. There we go. Drink. Oh, yeah. Drink. Why are you swimming in it? Hey, if you've enjoyed my content, don't forget to sub and click on that bell.